What's up, guys? I'm here with Mr. Wraptors, the founder of this empire, which is I'm finally here after like 3 years. I'm trying to come here, like all the time I'm texting him, I'm like, I'm coming to your shop, so finally I'm like, I'm here.
That's it. You're in Mississauga, the headquarters.
So,
welcome.
Thank you. What is something that you have done that you thought was impossible and you've achieved it?
Oh man, I challenge myself on a daily basis. Building this was a challenge. This wasn't supposed to happen. I wasn't supposed to sit here. Me having 3 kids was a challenge. It wasn't supposed to happen. So I get myself in the cold water absolutely every day. I live under stress. I put myself in an uncomfortable position to get comfortable. I like to swim with the sharks. I like to really challenge myself and my belief system and my if I can do it myself. Like, for example, going to the United States, opening locations of Fort Lauderdale is almost impossible. Bringing such a small company, which is Canada, and bringing it over to the United States and opening it up and making profits and really making noise was incredibly hard. Right, going over to South Africa, flying there, God knows how many hours, opening a location there virtually and making it happen, almost impossible. Now we're going to Dubai. Right, I'm going all over the United States. So different. I like to challenge myself. I get very bored and uncomfortable when I'm not under stress. So I like to place myself in a weird positions at times.
When you're not under stress,
yeah,
you get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You like the stress.
I like it. It keeps me alive. It keeps my blood boiling. It makes me feel like I want to get out of this position. So I find new ways, innovative ways to get out clean. Right. So, yeah.
Yeah, so you run for the hard things.
I do. I like it. Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
you run to the hard things.
Yeah.
That's what builds. That's what
builds the character.
Yeah.
That's what builds the man, right? So, and especially in the generation that we live in, I mean, a lot of these guys are very soft, right? They like, as soon as the stress or somebody comments on their social media, they run. Oh my God, I can't believe they said that. Right? We love the pressure. Let's go talk shit.
You remind me of when I got my first troll.
Right. You had one? Yeah, I
had
one.
You?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, they...
Shout out to this troll.
The troll, right?
That's
it. Right? So right away, I'm like, okay, I didn't know how to respond.
Right.
Like, the guy he's like, I should be burned alive.
Right.
Like, it was like that.
Crazy.
But I had talked to my friend and she says, well, why don't we just use this?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And then it just blew up that video years ago.
Is that right, eh?
But like... Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do. I mean, for you, it's like definitely a marketing stunt to use that. And, many people said to me, to this day, they go on my TikToks, like, hey, you're showing off again. We can't wait to come back to you and slap you again or shoot you again. What? It's crazy how the perspective of each human is so different. Where one thinks I'm showing off, one thinks I'm motivating, one thinks I'm an idiot, other one looks at my jeans, how tight they are, other one looks at how dirty my shoes are. Like, it's so wild, because when I look at anybody, I never zoom into their toilet. Oh my God, look at the toilet paper that they have, right? I go in, oh shit, good for you. You know what I'm talking about. Like, people zoom in on pictures like, oh my God, look there, I see a guy's cologne or perfume or girl's perfume there. What are you doing? And I don't know, whatever. I'm just what I've noticed from social media. So, but more or less what I'm saying is that I see for a bigger picture. I don't go examining, oh, he's driving a Lamborghini, it must be a rental. Oh, daddy must have bought it. Like, how do you have such a dirty mindset? Right? Fucking scream for this guy, clap. Be excited for this guy that's driving the Lamborghini. Not his. He was still in a Lamborghini, and you're not. You're in the fucking basement of your grandma's house, talking crazy. Relax.
On the other hand, whatever's on social media, like...
Of course it's a hype. It's a market. It's a market.
It's a hype, but
yeah.
No, what I'm saying is, like, we don't know what people are going through. Like,
1000%.
So it's either it's a mask,
right,
or it's the truth.
Of course.
I think it's either or.
Either or.
And like, I've noticed also, it's like sometimes people write things trying to say something.
Right.
They're trying to reach out. They're trying to say something, like our friend, right?
Yeah. Passed away. Yeah.
So...
Screaming for help, yeah. But, I mean, yeah, you can look at it that way too, 100%.
I mean, there's different ways to look at it. It's how we use it.
Yeah.
Like, there's an episode on Family Guy. You ever watch that show?
No.
So it's this cartoon. So he says they're at this like exhibit, and there's a booth there. It's a hospital bed selfie, right? So it's like, so he gets on the selfie. that he gets on the hospital bed and he takes a selfie. He goes, I don't really want much attention, but here's the post, right? And then all of a sudden his Instagram's blowing up like I'm okay, but everything, I just don't want to meditate. But he does want the attention.
Right.
So it's like, why do we want that dopamine? Why do we want that attention? It's like we're not getting it from in here, right? So it's like, what's missing in here?
I mean, we live in a very shallow world nowadays, right? A lot of people lost their path to their journey. They got mixed up in the sauce, watching so much social media to think that that's the reality when it's not.
Yeah.
Right. My motivational, videos that I post every morning while going to the gym. You don't know what happened to me a day before that. What stress level I had to go through to be able even to sit down and still have the strength to even post anything to motivate you, because I've been going through hell lately. Right, but still trying to motivate and help people to walk through the doors and want to kill themselves or hurt themselves or asking me for advice or whatever the case is. I go through hell and back, and I still try to give the positivity and the good energy. But I guess not everybody sees it. I don't know, and it's crazy because the ones that don't know you are the ones that are talking the most. Right, like you haven't been to my shoes, you haven't walked a mile, you don't know how my feet are in pain. I'm hurt.
Yeah, same.
Right?
Literally.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I think it's one also the ones that have gone through it can feel it.
Yeah,
so
you're right. Yeah. So that maybe that's what it is. That's the right one. Yeah. The ones that have never been through that journey can't really understand it, so they just talk the most.
But you still show up.
You have to.
You have to show up. And that's why I'm here today.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, showing up not just here at your headquarters, but showing up in general. Like we were talking before about going to all these events and everything like this. It's not easy.
No.
It's like physically impossible.
Definitely not
like
for you,
wait till the winter comes, right? I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like with the ice and the dangerous and everything,
it's scary.
But that's when magic happens, when we show up. But it's not just for ourselves.
Yep. You know what I was watching? I was watching Grant Cardone, and Grant Cardone he says the same thing. He says show up, because magic happens when you show up, right? Different things. In Snow Diego, I've noticed that about him. He always shows up.
Yeah.
It could be 2 o'clock in the morning, he's sleeping, boom, he'll just get up and make a move. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm sleeping, bro. I'm in bed by 9. Him, he knows, right? Because the success is hidden in those little moments when the doors open up.
Yeah, and then you build.
Yep.
You build the things like that event that I hosted a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
If I didn't show up the way that I did the past few years,
Yeah.
like how would that have happened?
100%.
Like I had to put myself out there to inspire people, not even thinking about that.
Right.
But just by showing up, we inspire people.
That's right.
When you show up at the gym in the morning and you post that, and you've been through hell the few days before, and I can totally relate to that.
Yeah.
Right? Same with me. It's like maybe I don't want to show up to the event tonight. Maybe I don't want to go out. Right? Maybe today I wanted to sleep in, but now we're having this deep conversation.
Yeah.
You never know where God is sending you.
For sure.
Right? And there's a prayer in the morning. Part of the prayer in the morning is like, I don't know what I'm doing. Half the time, I need the higher guidance. And it's like, God, what would you have me do? Where would you have me go? What would you have me say and to whom? Because I don't know. And then I place my future in the hands of God. Because I can only plan so much. I can only push myself so much. And like we said before, I got to work together with God.
You have to.
I have to.
Yeah.
And when we do that and you show up, no matter what we're going through, you inspire people that don't say anything. And I think that's probably the biggest lesson that I had ever, was that people came to me when I'm about to give a stage talk, right before the talks, telling me that, I've been watching your stuff and it's really helped me, but I don't know them. And they never comment and they never say anything. And it's not about that. But I said, oh, okay, how did you find it? It says, my girlfriend was holding onto your words before she passed. Because it was helping her get through a hard time. It's moments like that when a news interview goes out and someone out of the blue that you haven't talked to in like years say, whenever I'm in a tough time, I'm thinking about you. And it's like those moments, it's like, okay, I'm still here. Maybe that's why. Like, doesn't matter what we think our purpose is, doesn't matter what our why is. If it's helping another person, then why not?
Yep.
Why not keep going?
Yep.
Right? Like,
I like that.
we still got our responsibilities.
We do have responsibilities, yeah. what is the condition called? What is the, so people, the public that doesn't understand, what did you go through? What was the challenges that you had to go through?
So I was born fine, normal,
Okay.
healthy baby.
Okay.
And as I was growing up, something happened.
Okay.
Surprise! No, I mean, I can say that now. I can say that now, but holy, when the storm hit, the storm hit.
Fuck.
Going to hospitals every day,
Okay, so
like
what had
all the
happened?
time, and it was undiagnosed.
Okay.
For majority of my life, undiagnosed. So that means that back then, I'm 41 now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm
Yeah.
older than you.
You are?
Yeah, how much?
I'm 37.
I keep finding this out. I'm like,
I'm the baby of the group.
yeah. So, yeah, I
I mean, you
mean,
look amazing for 40 years old. Fuck, I'll tell you that.
thank you.
Look good for you. I wish I could look like, young like that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you wouldn't recognize me before.
No, eh?
No, so there was like a transformation.
Oh wow.
So what happened was, when you don't know, you're in fear, and you're going to the clinics, you're going to the medical
Right.
institutions, and they're pumping you with stuff,
Oh shit.
and they're pumping you with more stuff,
Oh,
and they
shit.
don't know what's helping, they don't know what's happening. Then they will do like, check this, go for this test, go for that test.
But what's happening
And
throughout
so
this whole thing?
through this whole thing, there's pain.
Yeah.
And there's like chest pains, and then there's like waking up in the middle of the night, the legs like tense up like this, and I can't move. And eventually, like, I don't want to scream for help in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Wake up the whole family and,
Yeah.
and get all like,
Yeah.
it would like make things add to the pain that's already like concern,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So those are the things that I remember as a child, because those emotional impacts that we feel, those are what you remember. And then going to the hospital, like the one drug is giving you the headaches, and then you're back in the hospital, and then like doing this, doing that, traveling the world. I go to school, I want to be like all the other kids, right? And I'm in the wheelchair. Spend most of my life in the wheelchair before I got out of it, and like bandaged hands, and like all of a sudden, like everything that you see, it's happened on its own. It's like an autoimmune condition where the body attacks itself.
When did it start changing for you completely?
So I was
What
about
age?
18 months, and then
18 months ago.
I was 18 months, started walking differently.
Yeah.
Then my foot started changing. Suddenly, like, I broke out in like this, like, skin stuff, and then started walking differently. Doctors like, yeah, it's just a childhood thing. Don't worry about it. But then started progressing, and then over time, like, there was infections, and like, that's what happened. Like, there was no surgeries or anything. All my extremities got affected, my hands, everything. And what you're saying before about the trolls, it's like, I don't expect it. I still don't expect it today when someone randomly comes up to me and goes, oh, what happened to you? Right? Or what happened to your nose? Now, just say, cigarettes, right? Because, like, I mean, honestly, hi, how are you would be nice first, right? And I don't judge, because why would I? I can't afford to judge others. I don't need to. It just doesn't serve me. So I just want to have fun with it, right? So that's my latest response is like, and especially if it's a kid, because then it's going to help the kid, right? They're not going to smoke. They don't want to look like
love it.
like, you want 10 fingers, don't smoke. Now I can joke about it, right? Because you need the humor. You need the humor to go through what we're going through, and like, you can laugh still, even though you're going through the hard times. I can still laugh about it. Sometimes my dark humor gets a little bit too much, but I mean, like, if I call up a friend and be like, hey, you want to go get a manicures just for jokes, right? See the response is like, I don't have any. I mean, like, I can go there, right? Because I can.
Of course.
Right?
Of course, exactly.
But it's in moderation. So over time, things started getting worse and worse, and eventually, like the gate went out, and like the pain levels were like through the roof. I was screaming as a child. Like, it's just like it was a lot. Traveling all over the place to find different doctors, find solutions. And to fast forward a bit, I spent most of my time in the wheelchair eventually. So I had like this little walking stick, and then I was in a wheelchair. So like from like grade 2 to like 7, 8. So when I moved back to LA, when I moved I was in Toronto, and then I moved to LA for the weather, right? The weather's probably warmer, everything, right?
Vitamins,
So when I moved back here, I was still in the chair. Right? I was half the size I was. I was 19 and I looked like I was 10. or 11. My body was like hunched over. It was like this and twisted from the cane, the wheelchair. I was weaker, like all of that. And I thought that moving to Toronto, back here, would be the worst possible thing ever. I was in tears. My high school life, my friends, everything. We moved out of there. I don't want to go back.
Of course, yeah.
I was comfortable.
Yeah, of course.
And when that was one of the lesson number one is when you're comfortable, it's time to evolve.
Yep.
Right? As soon as you get comfortable, that's when you gotta do the hard thing, like you were saying before.
Yep.
So I get to Toronto, I don't know, maybe a year or so later, this random man, old man, sees me, right? And he's shouting at me in his language. It was in Hebrew. I didn't understand what he was saying.
Yeah.
He's trying to communicate that he wants to help me. So it happens where I was living, his studio was across the street. And you have to understand, when you're in it, you're in it. You don't want, it's hard for you to receive help. When I was in the hospital for 23 days, about like 4 years ago, or 5 years, sorry, about 10 years ago, I don't know. But it's like, you get so much suggestions, right? And it's from a good place. But eventually it becomes a little overwhelming, and we have to just pick and choose what works for you.
Right.
With anything. You're going through a hard time, hey, this will help, this will help, this will help. But it comes a lot, but it comes from a good place. But eventually you're like, you need to decide on your own.
I like that.
So I eventually went to his studio and I started working with him, and then I started going to the gym literally like 5 hours a day and started pushing myself out of that chair. But in order for me to transition, I was so stubborn, I argued. So he's like, he wants to put me on crutches. I'm like, no, it's not gonna happen, right? I had this cane, I was comfortable, but I wasn't. So he started making the cane bigger as I started lifting up. So he worked on the back. It was based on the Alexander technique.
Oh wow.
So which is for actors, usually for posture and stuff. So he worked on me together with me pushing myself and allowing myself to change.
Incredible.
If we don't choose to change, if we don't choose and have the desire, we're not going to change.
Right.
So I realized like I wanted to get out of the wheelchair. I don't like being pushed around. Nobody does. And and I had like butt's eye view all the time, right? So it's like, you're up there and I'm like looking. So eventually I started getting on the crutches. I started going to the gym, started building up myself, and it's like as if I was growing. And the before and after pictures I wish I had, but it was like I was 20, looked like I was 11, then I started growing like facial hair and everything. He took me, it wasn't these crutches, but it was from like this hole. So I went from here, from that height, all the way there.
Holy cow.
Over like a few years.
Holy cow.
And then I started walking more, and I just it feels so much better to have achieved that.
Yeah.
Even though I still suffer now.
Yeah.
But like, I realized you can be happy and suffer at the same time.
I love it.
Like suffering on the inside, happy on the outside, but still being able to manage that.
That's right.
That challenge.
I was just talking to Max about this, where I said I start finding joy in the pain.
Yeah.
Purpose.
Joy in the pain.
Yeah.
I don't regret any of it.
No, good.
And like the amount of struggle that we went through, I wouldn't have met the people that I've met today. I wouldn't have had this conversation with you. I wouldn't have inspired the people that I have. And it's just like, you look back at those troubles, those challenges, same with your stories, like, this is who we are because of it.
Yo, I'm having a podcast. Can we shut up, please? Thank you.
Don't edit that. Keep it in. We're just talking about it.
Fuck, we're completely deceive the cameras. And they're still fucking talking. I love it. Sometimes you gotta teach the dogs. Unfortunately. Anyways.
So yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, like that's stories. Nowadays, I'm still fighting. Like, I don't want to say fighting. On the stage a couple years ago, I think it was, I said that, I declared that, I've been suffering all my life, but I'm not a victim to my circumstances. I'm a warrior. And I needed someone to see that from the outside, to tell me that, to see that. Because when you're in it, you don't see it.
No.
When you're going through your stuff, you don't see what you're going through from the outside. We need to either find a way to position ourselves as an observer from the outside, which is not that easy.
Yep.
But when someone comes to you from their heart and says, look, man, holy shit, look what you've gone through. Look what you're doing. So this friend of mine, she was telling me that it's as if I'm in the army, like in a battlefield, like there's freaking minefields out there. That's what it's like, the way that I have to think about all the extra things that I have to think about that the average person doesn't have to think about.
I like that, yeah.
You know, going down the stairs in my house, like carrying all of this stuff on the crutches, like that's dangerous.
Crazy.
But I find a way to do it to make the impossible possible. And I think like we've said that a couple of times, how you're saying like things are impossible to wrap these are impossible. Like I heard you tell like impossible, I'm not going to get it done by tomorrow. But you know, there's always a way to adapt.
Where there's a will, there's a way, right?
To adapt.
Yeah.
And I think it's like, or find a way to like, okay, so maybe I can't have it done by tomorrow, but the next day, like, let's just find the common ground. And I think that's what helps me the most. It's like the acceptance of accepting, if I can say that, accepting the fact that, you know, life is short. Like, we know that. We can say, like, you know, God forbid we won't be here tomorrow, God forbid, like, or we will, and it's a miracle every day. We can have that gratitude mindset. But also the fact that, like, I'm suffering now, maybe or maybe not, I'll be fully 100% better. But maybe I won't.
Right.
But maybe I will.
Yeah.
You know, and it applies to everything in our life.
Big time. Big time.
Right? We want things to happen. We want these miracles to happen, but we gotta be okay with letting it go. Let our partner upstairs, let God decide the rest, right, bro?
I like that, bro. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. That's it. That's my boy. See that? Make sure you guys tune in. I appreciate you so much for coming in, showing me your love and your support. It means a lot to me.
Thanks.
We know each other for quite a while now. We grew a partnership, a friendship, a brotherhood, and I appreciate you and I acknowledge you and I respect you and I pray for you and everything else in between.
Appreciate that.
For sure.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Likewise, bro.
And if rap just didn't do it,
And who did it?
that's it.
I wanna get to know you.